Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. So have you ever wondered what it might be like to order £20,000 worth of silver and have it delivered to your home and then unboxed on your kitchen table? Well, today is your lucky day because that is exactly what I've done and what I'm going to be doing here with this giant parcel. Now this is of course the ridiculously huge group order from the European Mint. It's via the Silver Forum, the channel sponsor of mine. But also just a fantastic place to be. I'm not going to go over everything about the group order. I'll put a link down in the description below to where you can find out all of the information about the group orders and the next one in fact, because there will be one coming out very soon. But basically the group order is a way for us to club together and save money on shipping when we buy from Europe, because in the UK we pay lots of money on tax when we buy from a UK dealer. So we have used the European Mint and Silver Forum members went absolutely crazy. We have 1,200 plus ounces in here, which is £20,000. So this is going to be a pretty big box to say the least. Quite excited to see what's in here and share it all with you guys. So there will be a number of different videos throughout this week and into the weekend showing not only this unboxing process but also the entire kind of contents of the box as best as I can anyway, because there's a lot in here to get through. Lots of very cool pieces to show you. I think the most common is going to be the Oriental border as well as the new 10-ounce Queen's Speech Dragon, so a lot to get through. But I get a lot of questions on the Silver Forum, you know, what's it like to actually buy all of this silver from a dealer and have it delivered to you. And I tell you, it's a very interesting process. It's one which I've almost got a little bit numb to, I suppose, which is a little bit weird. I know that might sound strange, but you know, this whole order is valued at roughly about £20,000, which is obviously quite a lot of money. So it's always kind of a bit of a stressful time in the Backyard Bullion household, to say the least, when we're expecting the delivery of this. By the time this video goes live, I will have already unboxed everything, packaged it up and posted it out to each individual person who joined the order. But nevertheless, it is still a little bit of, you know, it's one of those things where you like, I don't want anything to go wrong. Obviously, you know, everybody in the community is very kind of understanding, and if something really did happen with this parcel en route, I'm confident the European Mint would sort it out in time. But at the same time, it's one of those stresses that you don't really want in your life, and certainly when it's £20,000 worth, it can be quite daunting. But it also gets a little bit, it's a little bit weird to order that much silver because it's £20,000, and that seems like an awful lot, and that is an awful lot of money, don't get me wrong. But when you're sitting there placing the orders each weekend, I do it on the weekends, so each weekend there might be you know, £4,000 or £5,000 worth of other people's money that they've paid me throughout the weekend, and I'm placing the orders as I go, and it just all sort of adds up and mounts up basically. I can't even move this box because it's so heavy. So it's a really interesting sort of premise that I've kind of almost become numb to ordering this much silver, which is a little bit worrying to say the least, but it's always a good thing to be numb to buying silver. So yeah, it's a really sort of interesting premise really that we can order this much. And I think going forward I will be doing more of these type of group orders, but I'm not sure I'd do something this size again because Mrs. Backyard Bullion is sitting in the background waiting for me to finish unboxing so that we can then start cracking on with getting all of this basically organised and packaged up for everybody. And as I said, by the time you're watching this video, a lot of that work, if not all of that work, will have been done already, and we'll have got this all out to you guys hopefully. But it is no easy thing, that's for sure, and obviously getting it all done and correct is important, so we want to make sure we take our time. But of course, you know, me wanting to film as much as I can along the way as well is an important thing. So what's it actually like to order this much silver from the European Mint? So that's an interesting thing, because the European Mint is the company, the bullion dealer that we've used for this particular order, and we have alternated now between goldsilver.be and the European Mint. So we've used two different bullion dealers so far for these group orders, and each time I have to say the European Mint just really does a fantastic job. There have been a few delays, I won't lie, this time round. Here's a bunch of the Oriental Britannias. There have been a few delays, not really anything that the European Mint could do about it, because a lot of the delays were because of supply issues from the Royal Mint of all places. It's really ironic that it would take, you know, it takes all these delays from the Royal Mint, which is delivery from the UK to Estonia, only to then wait for it to be shipped straight back to the UK, which I always sort of laugh at and think it's a little bit funny, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. So there have been a few delays. This is the long-awaited group order, I suppose you could call it. Many people have been waiting in eager anticipation for the unboxing video to drop, or me to put some of the exciting photographs of the giant piles of silver up on the table. But it is finally here, so we are going to be getting all of this silver out and having a look at what we've got. So, it is a very large box. This has all come in one box, which is very different, I suppose, to the last order we did, which was from goldsilver.be, where we had 4 boxes in total. You may notice I've cut my finger there. That's a lesson for you guys who might be doing unboxing videos. Be careful. I was just too eager to unbox it all. It's not a deep cut, so don't you guys worry. But yeah, so it came in one big box today, which is interesting because it's a very heavy box, and I was expecting it to be coming a little bit later actually, because when I got all the notifications of it being shipped, it was said on all the shipping and tracking information that it was coming by land, which is obviously a little bit different to maybe what you would normally expect. It would, be too heavy to fly. I think that was the kind of the nuts and bolts of why it was coming by land. But it arrived. It had lots of different airplane stickers on it. It had Stansted, airport stickers on it and things like that. So apparently it came by air, which is obviously really good. And that's what you want to sort of see. You want to see it coming as quickly as possible. So it almost took me a little bit by surprise this morning, really, to get it nicely delivered. It came very early in the morning, actually, and obviously by TNT, which is a very important thing. So lots of other people have commented in the past about goldsilver.be's shipping methods, and whilst they do use kind of couriers every now and again, they do also rely on not so reputable couriers when it's coming to the UK side of things, and there are a lot of horror stories out there about that. So it's always nice to be able to get things delivered properly, and TNT is a great delivery provider. They really do a good job. So all told, it's been a very pleasurable experience so far. Now, what have we got in here? So this is going to be one of many videos, guys. I'm going to try and get through all of this box on this particular video, so you can just see it going onto the table, and then we will get it more kind of organised, I suppose, in another video and show you exactly what we've been ordering. And there will be one video which is going to be all of the 10-ounce dragons, because we've got something like 20 different 10-ounce dragons to share with you guys, which is quite exciting, let me tell you. Gosh, we're not even like halfway through this box. It's quite impressive, really. Right, let's see if we can get one of these big ones out. Oh, very difficult. Oh, there we go, another monster box. Right. So I also get asked questions about what's it like buying from European Mint in particular, and how you go about the buying process. It's quite an intuitive process, really. They've got their nice, easy website to use, but also they have a very good sort of customer service side of things as well. So if you wanted to get something, they are not a stupid company. They want to be the kind of top dog bullion dealer in the UK. Sorry, well, for the UK, but also in Europe. And I've met the owner of the European Mint a couple of times, and he is a fantastic chap. He really does want to be the biggest and best dealer in Europe. And to that extent, he is very happy to kind of deal match and price match with a lot of the other bullion websites out there, especially our Belgian friend goldsilver.be. So what he offered in this particular group order, because goldsilver.be usually are the cheapest for pretty much everything that you would expect, kind of the cheap bullion side of things. Some of their more sort of collectible style coins might be a little more expensive than other dealers out there, but generally goldsilver.be are the cheapest on pretty much everything. And the European Mint offered to price match for the majority of the most popular items. So that was one thing which was very important about the last group order. We got a really good idea of what was going to be popular and what was not. And from that, I was able to work with the European Mint to actually kind of come together with an idea of things that we could have price match, basically. So there was a large list of items which were completely price matched by the European Mint, which was really, really good to see. And boy, was it popular, because I'd say probably about I'd say probably about I don't know, 90% of what we've ordered today was on that price match side of things. So it was really good to see people taking them up on those offers. Also, with the shipping side of things, that's the only other thing that I'd say is an important thing to talk about with European Mint. So you do pay more for shipping with them. That's quite obvious when you look at their shipping terms, and a lot of you have commented, certainly on the forum, about the fact that you do often have to pay quite a lot more in shipping for the European Mint compared with perhaps other dealers out there who, you know, when you place a very large order, would perhaps give you free shipping as an incentive. Now, I don't have a problem with paying extra for shipping, certainly when you're you know, saving money, considerably saving money on the price of your coins if you were going to buy them elsewhere. So for the fact that European Mint were ultimately a little bit cheaper for a lot of coins than the goldsilver.be were, for example, that kind of balances out. And also, the European Mint offered a very competitive rate for shipping 47 kilo parcel, this huge ridiculous parcel, over to me. So it was a really good deal all told. I have to say, very happy with the way that they handled the whole order. The delays, you know, they kept us up to date as best they could. It was all just a waiting game, sadly, really, at the end of the day. But hey ho, that is the way it goes. So here is a very large pile of silver, and it's quite interesting really when you have something this big out here on the table. It really does put things in perspective. You know, this is a very large pile of silver worth quite a lot of money, and I have to say it's all worth pretty much everybody else's money. I picked up a couple of these 10-ounce dragons for myself and a few other little pieces, but otherwise this is all other people's money, which is obviously a really interesting thing for me to have the honour of being able to do that. And I have to say I'm very privileged to be able to do that. And the last thing I want to say is a huge thank you to all the Silver Forum members for joining in, because if you don't join in, this is not usually worth our while, but for you guys to have teamed together to buy so much silver is pretty bonkers. So that's it, all out the box. As you can see, we've got a large amount of sort of rolls and tubes of various coins, so we'll have to crack out all of those and see if they're all there and everything is all correct. That's the next task, which is always a fun one, to make sure that all of the items which we've ordered have actually turned up. Hopefully that will be the case, and then the next video will most likely be a little bit of a kind of overview of what we've ordered. I think that's one of the coolest things about doing these group orders, is we get to see what everybody's ordered, what's popular, what's not popular, and all of that. So thank you very much for watching this huge unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gives you a bit of an insight as to what it's like to unbox £20,000 worth of silver. If you would like to find out more, or if you'd like to see the next video in this unboxing series, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the alarm bell, and you'll get a notification when I upload the next video. Otherwise, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.